Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another week of distance learning. Yes, I did steal that line from Mrs. Hong. She will not be with us this week because she is off working on stuff for her class, as she's been telling you. She's got a lot of work to do, so this video is brought to you by me this time. So I will be seeing you guys tomorrow in the Zoom as well. So I just want to take a moment to remind you about that, that your information, your link and everything is here. So for those of you who've been showing up, awesome. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And then don't forget, hopefully you have had a chance to watch this video and kind of look over your work for the week before you come. That way, if you have any questions, I can address them. But we'll also talk about some other things. Because I'd like to check in with you guys on some things as well, because I know I was kind of not present a lot last week. Ms. Hong kind of was taking the lead. So that being said, just some quick friendly reminders about some things for your assignments and some things specifically for your assignments this week. And then that will be all for this video. So again, just a reminder, keep an eye on the stream for any important announcements that may come up besides those Zoom notices. And then also just a reminder that you will see when the new Zoom notice posts for this week in the morning, that you will see this video link posted as well. This is the one from last time, or I think it's actually from 2 weeks ago. But the video I'm creating right now will also be posted along with that Zoom link. So that's one place where you can access that video. And again, as far as your assignments, they are right here in this classwork tab. Remember, there are two ways that you can get to those. One is by scrolling down. Remember, it shows all the information that's up here is old. So in order to get to the new assignments on this page, you actually have to scroll down to where it has them by the weeks. So you'll see week of May 4th through 8th here. There's last week underneath that, week of April 20th through 24th. Okay, so that's one way. Again, you can access your assignments. Most of you have been accessing your assignments via the all topics, because remember, we have the weeks all split up into the different places right here. So if I want to access this week, I just click on week of May 4th through 8th. So just a reminder to you guys that you have two different ways to be able to access your information. And then as far as once you get here, you have all your assignments listed. So here is your attendance sheet, your link for you to click on and fill that out. And then you have your weekly agenda. So remember, there are two different ways that you can access that weekly agenda. If you want to see the weekly agenda like old style, so remember, like this is, what it looked like when you were in the classroom, then you would use this version. This version just kind of breaks down like visually what each week will look like. So some people prefer that. They like to be able to kind of just look at the week piece by piece this way, and it makes more sense to them. It's more familiar to them. So just reminding you that that's one option that you have. If you want to come here, remember this one actually breaks down very basically what the week is, and then in more detail as you go, you know, slide by slide. So here's your Monday information, your Tuesday information, your Wednesday information, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, so remember that's one possible way that you can view the agenda for the week. And remember the newer version that we just started doing a couple of weeks ago. If you like something that's a little bit more interactive, where you can kind of have your one-stop shop, then I would recommend that you view your assignments via this agenda. Because remember, this agenda also allows you to be able to click on the links that are embedded within the agenda. We call those hyperlinks, and they take you to the places where you need to go. So if that's your preference, you can also access the agenda for the week that way as well. Just a reminder to you on this document, you do have to scroll down because remember this first page is more kind of informational, just filling you in on some basic details of things that you need to know. When you scroll down to that second page, that's where you're actually going to see the agenda for the week. So just a reminder, right here is where you would click if you want to see previous week's agendas. So if I click here, this will take me to last week's agenda, just in case I missed something. That would be someplace I could go to access that. And then here's all your information for each day. So it breaks it down with all the links in place. So here's the link for the video. So that would be what you would click on in order to access the video that I'm making right now. As I'm done with this video, I will go and add that link on there. This is the link that you could access to do the attendance. So if you want to come in this way and do the attendance instead, you have your links for your Zoom meetings here as well. And then your assignments. So the only thing you can't link here, but because I could link you to Google Classroom, but you already know these are in Google Classroom, your weekend updates, and all your quick writes are pretty much always going to be in Google Classroom, with the rare exception like you guys did Padlet, I think, a couple weeks ago. And then just a reminder, besides those weekend updates, Mondays are almost always going to be Quizlet days. So your Quizlet this week, and we're going back to those word parts, lesson 1 through 4 this time. So we're adding on an extra lesson. You guys did 1 through 3 a couple weeks ago. And you want to make sure, again, just as usual, you do at least the flashcards and the learn. Anything else is extra, but those are the 2 that are required. And FYI, a test is going to be coming soon. It could be as early as next week, so just be aware of that. I'm still kind of debating whether I want to give you guys another week of practice before we take that test or not, but I would get as much practice in now as you can. And that test will be on word parts lessons 1 through 4 when it comes. So that's kind of your Monday breakdown. And then remember, on Tuesdays, we normally follow the format of doing a quick write and then jumping into an actively learn article or something along those lines. So this week, your quick write, your first one is called Angel versus Devil quick write, and we'll look over that a little bit together. But you're going to complete that, and then don't forget to respond to at least 2 of your classmates. And then after you complete the quick write, that's when you're going to go to actively learn to complete the assignment. This time you're watching a video again. So your video, you guys did video before, you've done a couple videos now that you responded to. But this first video is called the Milgram's Obedience Study. And you are going to watch that video, and you're going to answer the questions. The questions, most of them are multiple choice, kind of like, checking for understanding. And then your last one is going to be your actual short answer question where you're going to respond in writing. And it's important that you do the quick write first before you complete the actively learn assignment, because this kind of feeds into the other one. So it's kind of prepping you for what you're going to be watching and reading and writing about. And just a reminder to you guys again, because people are often asking this question when they're looking at their grades. They're like, what does this, Milgram's Q2 mean? What does Q3 mean? Again, the name is in reference to the article, and the Q2, Q3, and so on and so forth, remember, is in reference to the question number. So just don't forget that we grade those questions, and we grade them each separately. So you'll see, like, 6 assignments for one particular video or one particular article because maybe there were 6 different questions. So that's for Tuesday. Wednesday, don't forget our Zoom. We have our Wednesday Zoom meetup at 11:30. And then, as always, Wednesday is going to be iReady. So don't forget, that's never going to change. iReady Wednesday all the time. 40 minutes of on-task time. If for some reason you miss a week, don't forget that you can double up on your time in order to make up for it. And those of you who know that you can do extra time for extra credit, I know a lot of you are always taking advantage of that. Again, don't forget, though, as far as extra credit, you cap out at, I won't give you any more than 10 points max. So don't kill yourselves on it unnecessarily. Thursday, you're going to have another quick write. So this one is on peer pressure. So you are going to complete that quick write on Google Classroom, making sure to respond to at least 2 of your classmates. And then after you have completed the quick write, you'll go to Actively Learn and you will complete another video. So this one is called Peer Pressure and Groupthink. Obviously, this one you can tell how it ties into your quick write. So your quick write is going to ask you some kind of personal things about peer pressure and your experiences with it, and then you're going to watch this informational video. And again, you'll fill out the questions as you're watching it, and your last question will be a written response question that kind of asks you to think reflectively on it. So that is your assignment for Thursday, and yes, I did this on purpose. Those will be labeled PP in the gradebook, and that is for peer pressure, just to be clear. So PPQ2, PPQ3, and so on and so forth. I'm thinking of Travis right now. And then last but not least, Friday's your catch-up day. So that's your day to make sure you have all of this stuff done, everything that's assigned for the week. And actually, to be honest, guys, this is kind of a light week with just those videos that you have to watch and do the questions on. You guys have had some kind of heavy weeks, so I'm giving you a little bit of a break this week, kind of taking a little bit of a step back. But everything that you've been doing all kind of is going to tie together eventually. So we'll talk about that maybe a little bit tomorrow for those of you who show up for the Zoom. But that being said, just a few things, last reminders before I let you go. So one, over here, again, on Actively Learn. So these are the two that you're completing this week. So this is the Milgram Obedience Study. So this is a video that you'll watch and answer the questions on. And again, you have got 4 questions on this one. So the first 3 are going to be more like those multiple choice kind of questions. And then this last one here, this is the one that's going to be your short answer. But at the very end, it'll be your short answer kind of reflection. And just again, don't forget to read those directions carefully and make sure you're responding to every part of the prompt, please. And then the same thing for your other one, your peer pressure, psychology, groupthink. You're going to watch that one as well. This one also has 4 questions with the last one, again, being your short answer. So just reminding you guys about that. So that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else that I can think of that I really need to go over or remind you guys of. So I think that pretty much about covers it. So hopefully I will see you all tomorrow at 11:30 for our Zoom. And then we can kind of touch base and we can catch up a little bit. We can talk about some of the things you guys have been doing. I hope you guys are all well, and I will talk to you later. Bye.